Elephants by Jordan Kennestein. There are many different types of elephants in the world, but the most common species of elephants are Asian, African bush, African forest, and Indian. The difference between the African bush and the African forest is that the African bush is just under 10 feet tall, but can get up to 13 feet tall. The African forest rarely exceeds 8 feet, and the African bush's tusks point straight down, and the African forest tusks curve up. The one thing that the two have in common is that their ears are shaped like the continent of Africa. The largest elephant ever recorded was 24,000 pounds, and it was 13 feet tall at the shoulder. Elephant locations. Elephants are mostly located in Africa. There's some in India. They used to be throughout the entire continent of Africa, and they were throughout Asia, but since 1980 it has decreased by 50% because of poaching. Elephants are the largest land animal in the world, and they usually live up to around 70 years old, and they can live to be older than that. Elephant's skin is a whole inch thick, and when it scars, it gets up to 2 inches thick. Elephants use their feet to hear and listen, to communicate, to understand that there is something running, and they usually relocate. They are the only animal that cannot jump. Elephants laugh and they play with the other elephants. When a baby elephant gets upset or hurt, the other elephants react to it and they become upset and need to figure out what was going on with the baby calf. The elephant trunk has more than 40,000 muscles in it, and elephants prefer one tusk over the other, like how humans are right-handed or left-handed. Elephants also purr like cats to communicate. It's mostly when they're just in their families and nothing bad is going on, because it's calm. Elephants, they are very sensitive. They know when they're going to be in danger. They can sense danger, and they freak out because they're very large and they can't maneuver very quickly, and so it's hard for them to get away from their predators. African elephants are vulnerable to extinction, and Asian elephants are classified as endangered. This is because of the poachers. They have killed over 101,000 elephants. They do this because of their ivory from their trunks, and they killed those 100,000 elephants in the length of 3 years. Approximately 20% of the elephants still living today are in captivity, which is zoos, circuses, or just in a facility being tested and watched. Elephants are really like big teddy bears. They don't like to approach anything that they feel would be dangerous. If they feel that there are alligators in the water near where they are going to go get a drink, they won't go there. They'll relocate to somewhere else. They like to stay near rocks so then they can itch. Elephants really like to have their ears scratched for them when they're in captivity because they can't really reach their ears with their trunk. They can reach their back because they flip it behind their head, but it's hard for them to reach their ears because when their trunk goes back, their ears go forward. Elephants are also really smart, and they have a very good memory. They remember faces of people who have been nice to them, and they remember faces of people who have harmed them. and hurt them. Like in the circus, they have switches with like daggers, and so then it actually hurts them and goes through their skin because of the skin being an inch thick. I think that because elephants are so friendly and they do nothing wrong, they don't hurt humans, they don't do anything that would make them needing to be killed off. I think we should start trying to save the elephants and stop the poachers.